Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Bolo Om Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
So, if we can imagine a world where there is only peace, no war, only love and no hate, only empathy in all human beings for all living things. This is an impossible world to imagine today. The reason why? Because we are all at one another's throat. Even the same family, brothers and sisters. Forget about outside. Brothers and sisters, fathers and sons, whatever the case may be. The love is not there. There's a beautiful story I would like to illustrate to you today, and to tell you that our lives here is only temporary, but we feel it is permanent. If we can understand this one statement, that our lives here are temporary and we do not take anything with us, we don't have to rob anyone, we don't have to be inimical to anyone, we can just love everyone the same. But you know why we can't do that? Because when we are born, although when we are in our mother's womb, we pray to Bhagwan. You know what he said? Punarapi jananam, punarapi bharanam, punarapi janani jatare shainam, yasansare baudustare, kripya pare payi murare,
Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Govinda, Bhaja Mudavate. Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Govinda, Bhaja Mudavate.
And why we can't be at peace in this world? Because we are saying in our mother's womb that when we come out of our mother's womb, I will only sing your name. But when we come out of our mother's womb, what happened? We are taught the values of the material things of this world. All the material things, you must own this, you must possess this, you must possess that. And because the human mind is ruled by fear, the human mind is ruled by fear. Fear of what? Fear of losing money, fear of being insulted, fear of losing your property, fear of separation. These are the things that rule our minds. And when these fear rules our mind, then what happens? We tend to be self-centered. And when we are self-centered, we don't look at the person next to us to see how they are doing and try to extend our love to them. Because we ourselves are so fearful of losing what we have, fearful of losing our money, that we only what? We are egocentric. We are only concentrated on ourselves only. But you know, what causes the sorrow is not the fear. The fear of losing the money, etc., all these things, they are not the object of our sorrow. The sorrow is our minds. If it's lost, it's lost, but the fear is resulted in our mind. So there was a queen by the name of Madalsa. It is in the Markandeya Puran. And when her children were born, she used to sing to them this beautiful stotra. And this stotra I would like you to, it's a Sanskrit stotra. And what it says? Shuddho se buddho se niranjano se Sansara Maya Parivarjito Se Sansara Swapnam Tyajamoha Nidram Mandala Solal Pamuvacha Putram. She used to tell her son, look at this. This was done thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, she used to tell her, when her sons were born, she will tell each, when they were crying, she will tell them. So that, Shuddho se Buddho se Niranjano se. She's saying, Shuddhosi, Buddhosi, you are enlightened, you are pure, and Sansara Maya Parivarjito Se. This world is a world of illusion. What is this illusion? We feel this world is mine, and its body is mine, this car is mine, this house is mine, this son is mine. It's all Maya. But to get rid of it, this is what she's telling. Imagine, this was done thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, she's saying this to her son. When they were crying, she's telling them, Shuddho se Buddho se Niranjano se Samsara Maya Parivarjito se Sansara Swapnam Tajamoha Nidra. Swapnam means what? Swapnam means dream. This world is only a dream. Oh my son, wake up from this deep slumber where you think that this world is reality. Then she went on to say the beautiful other stotra, Shuddho Siretat Natesti Nama Kritam Hitat Kalpayana Dunaivam Panchatmakam Deham Idam Nateste Naivasya Rodeshikasya Hotum. Say, my child, you are ever pure. You are taintless, you are ever pure. You know what it says? It says, Shuddho, no, the second verse. Shuddho Sireta Tatestinama. You don't have a name. Kritam Hitat Kalpapaya Dhunaiva. A name is only an imaginary superimposition upon you. Panchatmakam Deham, this body is made up of 5 elements. It's not you. So do not, if someone insults you, if you do not get something that you want, do not cry, son. This world is pure Maya, and unless you can separate the world from yourself. I'm not saying that you have to separate the world from yourself. That means that you must leave the world and go away to the job and stuff. No. You can be in the world, and you will be in the world, but you must have this thought in you that this world is only temporary. I mean, how many times have you done this? Hard to say that. But we hear it, but yet we have what? We get greed. That's what. The emotion called greed is what called, you know what you fear greed for? The greed of losing money. You're losing something. Greed causes fear. When the lust is not satisfied, it causes fear. All these things. When your fortune is stolen away from you, it causes lots of grief. So if we understand, difficult for us because we save all of that. We work, we save money, we work, we save money. Why? We save money to make our fortune. We save money to make our homes. We save money to do all these things. It's good. You must have all these things. Because God, when you began, did all these things. But you have to separate yourself from it. This is where the difficulty is. We have to separate ourselves from it. And only when we separate ourselves from this, then we can get to the stage where we put outside is telling our children. Because he said, you are pure and like unspotless. When the baby is born, and the baby is of the natural world, it's pure and enlightened. But once the baby gets into, once the child starts to interact with it in this world, then difficulty comes to us. And we forget what? Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Oh, Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Ah, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Oh, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. ईश्वर सत्य है, सत्य ही शिव है, शिव ही सुंदर है। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम। ओ सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम। ईश्वर सत्य है, सत्य ही शिव है, शिव ही सुंदर है। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम। ओ सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम। करुणा सत्य सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा। ओ सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा। ओ राम कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे। ओ बोलो राम कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे, राम कृष्ण हरे। भाव से ओ सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा, सत्य प्रेम करुणा। ओ सत्य रब झुकता है, यार मैं क्या करूं, सब में रब दिखता है, यार मैं क्या करूं।
True love and compassion, true love and compassion, true love and compassion.
True love and compassion, true love and compassion, true love and compassion, true love and compassion. Oh, true love and compassion.
see God. Ever sabbe rab dikhta hai, yara main kya karu? But there is what I said earlier, that we have to teach ourselves. Although we feel all these material things are best first to have at this moment, we must have a little bit of separation. And you know when that separation comes? That separation comes at night. When you go to your bed at night to sleep, you must try to see at that time when you can separate all these things from us. So for us to reach the stillness of the mind, sometimes we call it meditation. There are some stages. One is called Chittamal. Chittamal means when the buddhi, when your mind has impurities. And when your mind has impurities in it, it prevents you from thinking about these things. And you see, the impurities are not what you have today. The impurities have been there for ages. And it piles into your mind. It piles into your minds, and the only way to get rid of chittamal, or the impurities of the mind, the best way is karma yogi. Do good work. This is the best way. By karma, you can get rid of chittamal. The second one is vikshepa. Vikshepa is scattering of the mind. Scattering of the mind, to get rid of that, you have to do to concentrate. And we'll talk about concentration when we talk about the Sri Chakra, which I'm going to talk about today, the Sri Chakra and the Yantra. It's a very, very esoteric subject, but I'll talk about it a little bit. So we have to do some meditation to prevent the scattering of the mind. And the last one is when to remove ignorance. And you can remove ignorance only by knowledge. So for us to reach the stillness of the mind, first thing, the one that is easiest for us is what? Karma. Second one, always says meditation. Bhakti and meditation are involved together. Bhakti, satsang. See, when Madalsa, her 3 sons, when they were sent to the jungle, the king said unto her, the next son we have has to be king. Please do not go and preach to this 4th son. It's a beautiful story. You should read it up. So the 4th son became the king. As the king and the queen were leaving now to go to the jungle, because that was a practice in those days, they installed the 4th son as the king. The queen then gave him a ring and said to him, if ever you get into difficulty, open this ring, and this ring will solve your difficulties. So the king was ruling quite happily. He got into difficulties. He opened the ring. And what the ring said? The ring said, Shuddho se buddho se niranjano se sansara maya parivarjito se. Beautiful Sanskrit language written thousands of years ago. What the ring said? The ring said, this world does not belong to you. This world is all Maya. And if you want to get rid of your problems, leave this world and go away. So what did he do? He abandoned the kingdom and he left also. But, you know, all of us can't abandon what we're doing now and go to Himalayas. It's not going to work. You know why? Arjun, in Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna Bhagwan told him that look, sannyas is the greatest form. When you become a sannyasi, is the greatest form to attain God or self-realization. Hindus don't try to attain God, they try to attain self-realization. Because when you get self-realization, you are already one with God. So, he said, if sannyas, Arjuna is asking Krishna, if sannyas is the best way, why you want me to fight? I mean, this is quite reasonable. Why can't I go to the Himalayas and become a sannyasi? So what is the answer, Arjuna? You're asking the Lord, why can't I take sannyas? So the Lord says, you should. What's the answer? I've told you this about maybe 1,000 times. He said, Arjun, you are not ready to go to the mountains yet. You are not ready to go to the Himalayas. You must do what is known as your swadharma. What is your swadharma? What you are born to do? You are born to be an archer, a fighter. And this is what you have to do. When you finish this, then you can go to sannyas. In other words, if you go to the Himalayas now, all you will think about is my bow and my arrow that I leave in Hastinapur. So why all of us can't take a trek to go to Ladakh? Ladakh is now opened up. Why can't we all go to Ladakh? Because our minds, our little babies are here, right? I want to see them. I'm thirsty to see them. Can't work. Not until the mind is prepared, then you can get there. But that doesn't mean we must be discouraged. It means we have to try. And you know what? We will never ever find satisfaction in this world, in the material things. We'll never ever find satisfaction. Because when you think you're satisfied with something, as soon as you're satisfied, oh, I got this thing, I'm so happy. After a few weeks it becomes what? Becomes stale. And when it becomes stale, you look for what? You look for other things. This is the way of the world. The only thing that can keep us comfortable is when what? Kayena vacha manasendriva buddhyatmana va prakrite yat miyadya yaparam Narayanayati samarpayame Sri Krishna Govinda Devurari Kayena vacha manasendriva buddhyatmana va prakrite swabha. Krishna Govinda Murari Dinadinara Yanvasudeva. That's not very fine. You gotta go up further. Further. More up. You wrote the book, but you can't find it. Go up, more. Look at, see it there? You can see it on the screen now? I don't think I can get it large, but Kayena Vacha Manase Deva Mutya. No, that's not it. So now I would like to speak about the Sri Yantra. Can you get a photograph of it, please? The Sri Yantra, you've heard of the mathematics Ramanuja? Right. Professor Ramanuja? This is what he used to worship. When Ramanuja, who was went to Cambridge, and when he was at Cambridge, I forget the name of the professor there, Harvey, he would come over in his dhoti, running in the snow and cold, coming over and show this formula to his professor in Cambridge. And the professor said, "How did you get this formula? How did you derive this formula?" He said, "If I tell you, you would not believe me, so why should I tell you?" He said, No, tell me. He said, "My goddess came in my dream and gave me this formula." You look it up, and you see what it. And up to today, some of his formulae have not been solved. Up to today, they are still solving them. He used to pray to Devi. Devi can be prayed to in 4 ways. One way is where we come and we bathe her and we put flowers upon her, beautiful garlands. You know, I know the garland dry up after a day or two. But you know what? You eat every day, don't you? You eat every day. Your heart functions every second, or more than 1 second per beat. And so what we do, we show our love by bathing the Divine Mother, by putting on beautiful garlands. And same thing we do with Balaji. And a special time is coming up for Balaji, which I'll hopefully remember to talk about. So there are 4 ways to worship the Divine Mother. One, by the form that you see there. The second is by worshipping this is a 4-dimensional form. 3-dimensional form is what you see in this Meru. Can you see the Meru? The Meru has many triangles, and you will see this you'll see these triangles better if Prabhupada when he shows us the Sri Yantra. But let's talk about the Meru now. The Meru has an outer part, as you can see, and then there's a stand, and then above that there are so many different triangles. There are lotuses and triangles and triangles. I don't want to bore you with the amount of triangles, but on the top there's 1 triangle only, and on top of that triangle there's a dot. It's called a bindu. And that is where Sri Yantra is very powerful. It's extremely powerful, but you can't move it. It should not be moved. It should be in one place. That home has to be a home in which, there's spirituality, meaning that you have to have a home that is vegetarian and keep it clean. And the Sri Yantra is where you do kumkum and puja onto it, because all these triangles that you see there, all this geometry that you see there, were all because of the meditation of the Vedic masters. These Sri Yantra and the Meru did not come by somebody's imagination and they created it. No, it was all created. It was all the concentration of the sages of thousands of years. And when you see the Sri Chakra, they have shown that in the Sri Chakra, the Om sound represent a part of the chakra, which they do it by something called tonoscope, to get the the vibrations from the Om. And the vibration of the Om sets up something like the Sri Chakra. This is all mathematically and scientifically proven. Our religion, this dharma of ours, we do not say that you can't explore it. We are not saying that scientists can't have an opinion about it. We are open, because you know what? It's a beautiful, and you see that diagram there? There's an outer part, see the 4 parts? That represents space. And the chakra represents, as all chakra, time. And we have to go beyond space and time before you can. You see how this is all cosmology. This is all about the cosmos. And if you look into the Sri Chakra, there are 16 petal lotuses on the outside. And as you come on the inside, there are 8 petal lotuses, and there are so many triangles. Each, there are 5 downward triangles and 4 upward triangles. And when they intersect with one another, it comes up to 43 triangles. And in each triangle, there's a specific Devta and Devi that stays there. So that is why it must be worshipped in this form of the Sri Yantra. You put kumkum upon it, you put hardi upon it, you put honey upon it. All these are done. You wash it, you put the hardi on top of the bindu, you put kumkum upon the bindu, and then you sit down and you focus upon it. The Meru or the Sri Chakra should become alive. This is the end result of it. When the Sri Chakra is alive and it's sparkling, and you know where it affects? It affects what is known as your pineal gland. You have heard of the pineal gland, right? The pineal gland is known as the what? The third eye. And the pineal gland is situated far in the midbrain. And there it secretes some hormones. I don't want to tell you all these names of serotonin and so forth, that it gets too complicated. But just to say that when the pineal gland is in the same focus as the bindu, it then wakens up your consciousness. And then it allows you to realize who you are and why you're here. And also to make you detached from this world. And so we pray to Devi, and we ask that may she come and bless us. So please remember, try to, if you really, it is said, the most accurate Sri Yantra and Sri Chakra is in Bangalore at the Sringeri Ashram. And that was done by Jagat Guru Sankaracharya. Sringeri Ashram in Bangalore. That's the most accurate, because it has to be very, very accurate. It cannot be just a sloppy job of putting these triangles here and there. It has a way to put it, an accurate way, so that when and it's for you to concentrate on the Divine Mother, and when you concentrate upon her and the Bindu, she'll come and she'll enlighten you. If you can do this during Navratri, if you can get the Sri Chakra, I don't know if there are any Sri Chakras around. Utalo, bring the Sri Chakra for me. If you can get the Sri Chakra, and you can get an accurate one, and you keep it at home for these 9 days, keep your home nice and clean. Put your kumkum, your chandan, etc. upon it, and pray to the Divine Mother. You know, you people should not have your telephone on in the temple. It's very bad manners. So this is the Sri Chakra. I don't know if you can't show this, no? You all wouldn't be able to see, but this is the Sri Chakra, and it must be hollow inside. See it? It has to be hollow inside. So we pray to the Divine Mother, and we ask for her blessings this beautiful day.
Jai Ambe Mai जय जय अम्बे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय अम्बे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया रे जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
जय अम्बे मैया जय दुर्गे मैया जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
तो जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया गाइए
अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
बोलो जय अम्बे मैया जय 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 दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
बोलो जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
ओहो जय अम्बे मैया जय 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 दुर्गे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
Navratri is a special time. It's a special time when we can show love for the Divine Mother. Love in this world today, so much of selfish love we have. What I can get out of you, what you can get out of me. Love. I read a little story about an 80-year-old man who went to see a doctor. He had fallen down. The doctor was a little late with him. And he said to the doctor, look, I have to go, I have to leave here in another half an hour because I have an appointment in another hospital. So the doctor said, you're 80 years old, what appointment you have? Anything wrong? He said, no, whatever. So he said, tell me what it is. He said, see, my wife has Alzheimer's. And every morning I go and I have breakfast with her. But her Alzheimer's is so bad that she don't even know that I'm there. So he said, if she does not know if you are there, why are you going? He said, why are you going? He said, I am going because I know I am here. And this is the love I have for her, that every morning I go there and meet with her. You know, that is what? That is true love. When she does not know, but he knows. Yet he go and fulfill his duty. It's called selfless love. When we can love the Divine Mother like that, selflessly. When you pray and you sing Navratri and you come here, do not come and ask that your son must get into medical school or your daughter must get into law or, whatever the case may be. She will look after it. Don't worry. Just surrender to her. Just surrender to her and she will look after everything. Remember what I told you about the Om? I just want to remind you because I know you have forgotten already. The Om sound was measured by a toroscope and the vibrations set up a pattern like Sri Chakra. This was done recently in a laboratory in America. Set up the same pattern like the Sri Chakra. And remember the Om song that I told you about? The sun says Om every day. You know that? Comes from the sun every morning. But we can't hear it because the frequency is different. And NASA, they went and found the frequency and they, you know what? I know you don't believe me. Go on Google. Google Guru, and he will tell you everything. NASA, Sun, and Om. You just do that, and you'll see it coming up. This is what Hinduism is. What a beautiful tradition that we belong to. And yet, you know, we pay such scant respect to it sometimes. In Hinduism, Vedic mathematics, it's still people in the Western world still can't understand how the geniuses who are mathematicians from India can come and solve big multiplication and division using just Vedic mathematics. But mathematics, Sri Yantra, Sri Chakra, triangles, geometry, they all come together during the period of Navratri. Navratri is a beautiful period where we should fast, if we can, and come to see the Divine Mother. Some people say they can't fast because they get headache. But if you get headache one day, you continue to fast and the headache will go. But if you use the headache as a reason to eat, then you'll never fast. Jai Ambe Maya, Jai Jai Durga Maya.
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 Jai Ambe Maya, Jai Jai Durga Maya.